displaying the glory of God's creation by visiting every state park, national park, and national forest in the contiguous 48 states. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave the Parker. Welcome back to Parking Full Time. I'm Big Dave the Parker. And I'll do the full intro a little bit further up the trail, but we have a nice map here. So let me show you the basic plan for this hike. We're starting down at the parking area down here. Now, normally we would go to the left and we'd go up this way, and there's a bridge up there and we go across that bridge. That trail is closed due to some storm damage. And so what we're going to do instead, we're going to go up the right-hand loop. We're going to go up the right-hand loop and then turn left at the Naked Ground Trail right up here in order to head around the lower loop. And so we'll head around the lower loop up here to the big figure 8 intersection, which is right there. Then we'll hike around the upper loop. Again, this side over here is closed, so we can't go that way. Then we'll hike back out this way, back to the trailhead. And that is the plan for the hike today. And so we are going to start here. Joyce Kilmer Trail. We are in Joyce Kilmer Memorial Forest in western North Carolina. And so we will head up this direction right here. We're about 10 minutes in and we made it to our first trail intersection. The option going uphill to the right leads up to Naked Ground. That is about 2,000 feet higher in elevation than we are, and so that's a fairly hard trail there. We're not going to go that way. Instead, we are going to stay to the left to keep heading towards Joyce Kilmer Memorial Forest, as indicated by that sign right there. As I mentioned in the introduction, welcome back to Parking Full Time. I'm Big Dave the Parker, and we are at Joyce Kilmer Memorial Forest. We are in western North Carolina. Beautiful creek right here. This is part of the Nantahala National Forest of western North Carolina. Today is Thursday, September the 29th, 2022. And the temperature right now is 60 degrees. It is a gorgeous afternoon for hiking. All right, so we've got more gradual uphill to do. And I will see you next probably when we get up to the major trail intersection that forms the figure 8 on this hike. All right, so we've been going for about 20 minutes or so now, and we're up to the memorial to Joyce Kilmer. Joyce Kilmer was an American poet back in the early 1900s. He wrote a very famous poem called Trees, and I'll say more about that in the blog entry for this hike. By the way, speaking of my trail journal, this is actually the 900th, or will be once I post it, the 900th entry in my trail journal. And I picked this hike to do as the 900th one because I'm thinking this is a really good hike and I've really enjoyed it so far. Now, this trail going off here to the left, this is the closed trail that I mentioned back at the trailhead. So if this trail gets repaired at some point, maybe you can go that way. We're not going to go that way now or ever on this hike. Instead, we're going to go up here into the upper loop. And so this is the start of the upper loop. Upper loop is 0.8 of a mile. And so we are going to turn right here and we'll go around the upper loop. The upper loop is the loop that contains the big tulip poplar trees that make this area famous. And so we're going to turn right here. We're going to go around the upper loop and we will come back in a few minutes right over here. We're making our way around the upper loop and we're starting to get into the big trees. There's the base of one there. I'll pan up and up and up Can't see the top of it. Beautiful area up here. And that tree right beside it there, that's like a regular sized tree. A nice old growth regular sized tree that you would see in some other forests. And it gets dwarfed by these huge tulip poplars up here. All right, let's keep making our way around the upper loop. It's only a couple of minutes later, and I'm not going to stop at every single tree, but here's another giant yellow poplar. It's all the way up into among the rest of the regular sized trees here. Amazing thing I thought about this one is, check out that root system. Very impressive back here. Okay, if I stop at every single tree, it's going to be a long time before I finish this hike, so we'll try to keep going now. I promised I wouldn't, and in fact I haven't stopped at every single large tree. But I like this pair of tulip poplars here because when you look up, there's a little clearing in front of them, and so when you look up, you can see just how large and tall these trees are. The one on the right is partially dead. It's had a couple of branches up near the top break off. And that's the way God's creation works. Everything, plant, animal, eventually dies. Even these big, huge trees back here. All right, we are going to continue around the loop. I think we're about to the highest point, and so we have a little bit of downhill coming up next. We completed the upper loop, and since then we've been working our way back down. We passed the trail that goes to naked ground. And so now we have about 1,000 feet to get back to the trailhead. It's been a gorgeous hike. Easily worthy of being the 900th hike in my trail journal. I want to thank you for watching. This channel would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day, and I thank you every day. If you like this sort of thing, please click the thumbs up button and the subscribe button. That helps other people find this video. And it encourages me to keep bringing more of this sort of thing your way. So I'm going to close out this video now from Joyce Kilmer Memorial Forest in western North Carolina, part of Nantahala National Forest. Have a great afternoon. Take care. And Lord bless.